This is Dustin Gardner. He's a comedy theorist, an award-winning musician, and he's desperately trying to hold his beautiful mind together. He's a living TikTok that thinks that if he just does more bad take on current events, he's finally going to become famous. Will his guests keep him on track? Will he deservedly get canceled, or will this show crash as he loses control once again? Welcome to Meltdown Island.
It's me. It's Dustin. Dustin, where are you going? Just trust me.
Dustin, you slow down. Dustin.
Dustin, you're a goddamn Einstein.
Dustin's right. You're a certified genius.
I think that's a great idea, Mike.
Thank you, Dustin.
Yes, we swear. Yeah, on Dustin's mother. Yeah, Dustin's mother.
Dustin. Dustin. Dustin! 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 Can you hear me?
Dustin!
Dustin?
Dustin! I know everything that Dustin is saying sounds totally delusional.
Dustin!
Where do we find this Dustin? Dustin!
Dustin! He was scared, Dustin. Really scared.
That's all, Dustin? That's all.
Dustin, seriously? Dustin! Wake up! Dustin, your compass has gone from wonky to wonky with a capital.
And a boy, Dustin!
Nothing feels good when you're feeling bad. Nothing makes sense when you're feeling mad. Don't go around feeling sad, cause everybody's going around saying that you're crazy, that you're lazy, and you're unmotivated. To the people that surround you in society, they control you in your mind with anxiety. You gotta break free from that mindset. Break free, break free, break free to explode. Break free to expose all of those emotional vulnerability and the complexities of your mind. And together we will fly. The sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side of the rainbow. The sun in your eyes.
Can you hear the show? Can you hear it, Sean?
Yeah, I hear it, buddy.
I can't hear the show.
You can't hear the theme song going right now?
No, it's so weird.
It's too bad, guy, because that really gets me in the zone on that one.
The Meltdown Island zone.
The Brinker's here already.
Yes, he is.
Hey, Kurt.
See? Yes.
How's the life-saving business?
You know, life-saving. Saving lives every day. Every day I'm saving lives. And you don't even have your headphones in yet. You could still hear the show.
Well, I just put... I was going from the speaker on my computer.
Wow. What's the matter with my shit?
But I didn't want to risk any kind of feedback, so I put the headphones on. Or echo,
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone.
or anything like that. That would be disruptive, because I don't want to be disruptive. That's not.
Welcome to Meltdown Island.
That's not how I roll.
Welcome to Meltdown Island, everyone. Hey,
Hey!
YouTubers. Hey, tubers.
Hi, friends.
Friends. Hi, friend. Is that the mixture of friend and fan? Friend.
Friend. All right.
I don't know.
It can be. I've never heard it, but it can be.
Oh, it's very popular
Oh, I'll bet.
with one young lady on TikTok. And the thing is if I'm honest, she's Asian. And so therefore there's part of and she plays a character that speaks with a bad accent sometimes, not all the time. Not all the time. She plays a
Okay.
character for sure. And I can now admit that maybe I thought she just had God, it's not good to admit. I'm not proud of what I'm admitting.
No.
So I'm not going to admit it. I'm not going to admit it. Screw it. Why would I do that to myself, Sean? Ain't nobody asking me to admit anything.
No. Although it would make for a better show.
Well, I admit that I
to
definitely
offer
thought
that kind of vulnerability.
Hmm.
But it could also ultimately lead to your cancellation. I mean, I don't know what
Could you
you're
imagine
about to
after
say.
being vulnerable, you would get canceled for being vulnerable? Could you imagine? I couldn't imagine.
No, it's a weird time.
It's one reason I never try to be vulnerable ever.
Right?
Yeah.
What's going on, buddy?
I don't know, dude.
Cold there?
Yes. Yes, it's cold here.
Okay.
The wind is a blowing. The leaves are changing.
Uh-oh. Holy shit, look at that.
Huh.
78 and sunny.
And you think
Oh,
that's
wow.
fine for October?
I mean, at the beach it is.
So you're enjoying global warming, is what you're saying. You're enjoying climate change.
It was warm here in the winter even before climate change.
Hmm.
Although, I mean, I guess I don't know for sure because...
You want to admit something?
Because climate change...
Go ahead.
has technically been happening since the start
Before
of the
we knew it.
Since the start of the Industrial Revolution.
So you have been enjoying it.
So I guess I have been.
That wasn't so hard. Okay, so I definitely thought she was speaking with a bad accent when. Since he just admitted the thing
Boy.
I would turn against them for no reason. My head, dude. My head's a problem. I ain't got it taped up with the KT tape, and it is so sore. I can't think right. It's not only sore in the position where I would tell you, it's not only sore here, and this whole C clamp. It's not only the C clamp, but it's also between the shoulder blades. So it's like it starts in one spot, but then much like any type of breakout or virus. Hey, Kurt, that's your language, huh? Any kind of like thing that spreads out. It spreads out throughout my body and hurts everything. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Meltdown Island. This is the show where, guess what? We don't know either. How about that? But guess what? We're going to try to get through it together like a family should.
Mm-hmm.
We are the world. We are the world. We are no longer children.
Seems like you would have gone for a song that was more family as opposed to global cooperation.
Global world. I'm saying we are a world of family members.
All right.
One human race, yo, one race. And there's no winners. Except all of us. So there's all winners. Take it or leave it. I don't know. Either way. Either way. I'm in pain. But, I should get it looked at, right? Even though I do get it looked at, and most people just, the last one just was like, we're not going to charge you for today.
We can't get involved.
Well, the last one was a doctor online over a camera conference call, and she was like, "Oh, you're in Michigan? I don't think I have a license there anymore." That was the last one. Yeah.
All right, then.
America's failed me.
It's failed a lot of people, buddy. almost like at a global scale.
We are the world. We are the world. Boy, that sure was a great TikTok of mine when I showed Bob Dylan not singing and compared it to what was going on in the Gaza Strip, because Ray Charles is the Gaza Strip, and he's like, "We are the world," and Bob Dylan's like, "Israel," and he's like, "We are the children." He's not singing at all, and then USA's behind him with Huey Lewis in the news going, "Yeah, yeah!" It's so funny. All's happening at the same time. And that was my satires. Is that a satires or is that a reappropriation? I don't know words. See?
No, it's satire. It's definitely parody with a satirical twist. Hey, Kara.
Thank you, parody with a satirical twist. I appreciate that, Sean.
You got it, buddy.
What'd you do today, Sean?
What? I went grocery shopping. I was...
You went grocery shopping?
Yeah. Because I was supposed to go yesterday, but I couldn't get myself motivated. So
now, when you leave and you go to a grocery store, do you walk?
No, I have to drive.
And when you drive to this grocery store...
When we were downtown, I would walk.
To a grocery store?
Yeah. To a Ralph's, which is in the Kroger's family.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Ralph Kroger? Ralph's one of the Krogers is what you're saying.
Yeah, I even get Kroger brands there at Ralph's.
You get Kroger brands at Ralph's?
Yeah.
I'm in lots of not doing well pain. Sorry. I don't mean to talk about it. You know I try not to talk. Let's talk about it. Talk about how you love it.
Yeah, but buddy.
Well, it just comes so naturally to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. That's awful.
That's all right. I try not to talk about it or, get in pain. I'm usually out of it by times we ever get a show going. But today's not one of those days. It's just one of those days.
Get yourself situated. You look great. You look great.
Which part?
I mean, all around, the whole thing.
You framing it up, Mr. DeVille? You framing me up?
I mean, you're a very handsome man.
How do you know?
I have eyes. What am I, hard of seeing?
Well, I didn't know if you were talking about... By the way, if you're watching our show, this is a great time to just give it a thumbs up. It's not a big deal. There's 6 people.
Why not?
We should have probably 3 likes.
Costs you nothing.
Well, I did one of those videos.
Go on.
Where it shows you just how beautiful you are.
Are you about to show us? Is that what you're looking at?
Of course, Sean. Of course I wouldn't just hold that to myself.
All right, pal. Let's see it, buddy. Oh.
Watch. Here it comes. There it is. I had to go in. So I got a 90-something, and then I got me a 42, and then I got me another 00, I don't know, 100. I got a 78, though. That's C+, if not almost 80s. It's 80s-ish.
So let me get this straight.
Go ahead. The golden ratio. It's looking for the golden ratio of faces.
Okay. All right.
And how close you are to that golden ratio.
So 78. I mean, that's above average.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's above the lady that did the voice. I was surprised. I got to admit.
You're spicy.
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
Let's face facts. It's all digitals. It's just a way to scan your face for some sort of missile launch thing. And then it's not like looking at my hair or my back of my head. I definitely posted it right away when I got that 78, though. It only took me 17 tries.
What was the lowest that you got?
75. Like I
Oh.
was all right around the same thing. I couldn't. I was just doing a joke about 17. I did do it 3. The man with the golden head.
Mikey Brown.
Thank you,
What a
Mikey
delight,
Brown.
buddy.
I know
Good to see
he
you,
is a
pal.
delight. Good to see you. For you to see us. I was trying. Are you checking in with Sean to see how the thing is going with Amazon? Amazon Prime. Hi, I'd
Yeah.
like to get me an Amazon Prime, please, with cheese on the side.
We've had delays with the
After,
Amazon.
but you've done the tricks, right? You've done the flippity doodah where it's all moving.
Well,
Remember, I can do AI art now.
there was another step that we missed.
What
And
step?
so now we've got to go back to the beginning.
No.
Well, not the beginning.
Let's start from the very beginning. That's a very good place to start. And then it does something like this, and then everybody's singing do re mi. Oh God. So you had to start over.
So yeah. Anyway, but it's going to be the movie, the Detroit musical movie that Mikey and I wrote, is going to be in the Bagley Street Film Festival this weekend
Bagley.
in
Is that in
Detroit.
Detroit?
So
Whoa.
yeah, that's in Detroit.
You want me to speak on your behalf?
I don't think it's necessary.
Hi, I'm the filmmaker and writer of this show, Sean Hanlon. Pardon me. I'm Dustin, playing the character of Sean Hanlon. So hello! Did you like that part where I really changed it to hardcore? Don't do that. Don't do that, honey bunny. Bunny, honeys. Look, here's Mikey.
Awkward.
You saw that when he says awkward.
Yeah.
Bezos is saving our movie for his Mars trip. So
Yeah.
he could just sit back and laugh. He can go 313 over 300 years. Ah, dead now, bitches.
It's going to be one of the features of the Mars Colony movie night.
About Beaver and Detroit.
Yeah.
And Lafayette, Coney Island, which I hate to say lost at the end. Lost at the end of the day.
Why? Because they were closed down because of rat feces?
That's it, Sean. That's it. That's exactly it. They lost.
They should be back open now, actually. I
The
read
thing
they were,
is I assume there's rat feces everywhere.
which I always did.
Right.
So it's been part of the experience.
And I'm talking about just general life too.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's like I was already going there with the assumption there's rat feces everywhere. But now that it's pointed out that definitely there is there, and they've discovered it, now I got to go, damn.
As my friend Mikey Brown says,
Go ahead. What's he say all the time?
this country was built on rat feces.
Mm-hmm. Not like France and England where there's like, oh, look at us, we get sick. Nope. We use that as bricks. We built this city on rat feces.
That should be a song. That should be a song you do, buddy.
We built this city.
That should be one of your little TikToks.
Don't belittle it. Don't minimize TikToks.
I'm not minimizing it. It's very
Wait,
powerful.
what did you do when you went little?
I was
TikTok.
comedic. I was comedically
Yeah.
minimizing it. I was being ironic. Come on.
That isn't.
You
it
know
ironic.
irony.
I don't. In fact, I thought I did, but then I heard that everything she wrote in that song was wrong, and I'm like, then what is it? Because isn't that
Very hard.
ironic?
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I don't know. It seems like anything you say is ironic. Someone can go, oh, that's not ironic. It's this. Doesn't it? Which then, is that irony?
Maybe.
I don't know, Sean. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Meltdown Island. where I don't know much of anything.
Certainly not irony.
You trying to show off now with your big word? Got a lot of anger inside me, Sean. A lot of anger. When it comes to pain, it just brings out nothing but bad things, really. I haven't seen a lot of pain that does a lot of good. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The pain is
Talk about it,
what
Sean. Talk
is
about
the
your
only
pain.
thing that makes us feel alive.
Is it? Mm-hmm. They say money don't make you happy either. And then I heard a study that was like, yeah, it does. Up to about $750,000, $800,000. It does make you happier. Then after that, it starts getting a little crazy.
On the upside, we'll all be extinct soon anyway. So
we built this extinction. We built this extinction on carbon fuel. We built this extinction.
Well,
You still got that note in to make
I
it
like
sound mysterious.
I like the rat feces version better, but whatever.
I thought I just part of me felt like we should move on from rat feces. I'll be honest with you.
Never.
We lost a viewer, and I feel like it was
probably a rat, and you offended it by talking about how it spread a disease.
In Europe.
I know.
Oh, I was asking, but yes, thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Meltdown Island, where we follow diseases and other things that are going to kill us, and we try to look at it through the lens of Sean Hanlon.
So, speaking of diseases,
what a transition!
My fantasy football team had a tremendous victory this week.
This
last week, yes.
Which felt like a whole year to you because it was such a big win.
It was such a big win. It felt like a year. The weekend felt like a year.
Talk about it.
But also, years feel like weekends anymore. I mean, right? I mean, it goes by fast.
You're right about that. You're right about that. I don't know if it's because I'm having more fun or if time dilates.
Yeah.
I think it dilates. I'm going to be honest with you. Because when I was falling in the air, it slowed way down.
Mm-hmm.
Milliseconds became minutes. Go ahead. Years.
Years are short.
Great point, Sean.
But days.
Talk about it. Uh-huh.
That's it.
Waiting's the hardest part.
Amen, brother.
So as I bring up this comment, I hope you're getting ready to tell us the story about your big win. Amazon is missing out if they don't get your film.
Oh.
That's sweet.
I appreciate your support, Kara.
You know I do AI art if you need any title cards. And I can make a move and everything.
I'm familiar, buddy.
It's going so fast now, AI art, that something came out just this weekend, and it's something I want, which is speech to... You could literally talk into the microphone, and it will make a video of while you're talking. What are we talking about? I don't know because I haven't really studied it. But what I do know is that it went from 1 week ago being able to just make... a month ago, we started being able to... A few months ago, Dolly came out, and then other ones came out. Then I got on that mid-journey. It's on Discord, so it was easy. And now, what, Sean? Now I went over here on Google to Dream Cloud and Dream Booth and put my face in AI. And now, that was just a week ago. But this week, now you can talk and it can make a video while you're talking. It's speeding it up, bro.
Yeah.
You might want to do your whole movie talking and letting it make a movie while you talk. Maybe I want to do that.
Yeah, maybe.
I think so. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Meltdown Island, where I'm going to learn how to do that after the show sometime.
So, anyway, I faced off against fellow Islander Rollo, the Rev.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And
he's a reverend. And a rock and roller.
He ended up having the second highest points in the league this week.
Second highest points.
And
Only
yet I held off to beat him by 1 point.
Oh. And what was that 1 point difference?
I
Did
don't
you
know,
break it all the way down? Did you break it down?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Really? You don't
Yeah,
even know what points
'cause it
are.
could have come from anywhere. It could have come from anywhere. I guess it comes down to one interception for my defense. That made all the difference.
Wow. And you could be smoking a stogie and going, "Hi, boys, ah!"
And his last game that he had players going in even went into overtime, so they got 10 extra minutes.
To
And I
get
still
points.
held off 1 point. It was riveting.
It was orgasmic, is what you want to say.
It was heart pounding. Because going into the game, the Monday night game, I was like, there's no way I can hold him off. There's no way. His team is too strong.
And
There's
what
no
was
way.
your points at? What were your points at? Like before it started?
At that point, I was up 130 to 131 to 111.
And all he needed to do is grab 20 points
20 points.
in one
It
game.
was 130, but he had 3 players going. 3 studs too. So I mean,
Studs? You think they're hot, huh?
well, a different kind of stud,
Mm-hmm.
an athletic stud.
Yeah, yeah.
If you will.
Oh, I know you will. Go ahead.
I would. I don't know.
Go ahead.
So, anywho, that was very exciting.
Can you show us some of your excitement moments, like just like pictures, like we could be taking the photo? Ready?
Oh, I should have taken some photos. Next time.
Something.
Next
Just
time.
give us content, something to do. You know what I mean? Instead of just
Yeah. No, you're right, buddy. You're right.
I make all these TikToks every week for us to have content, and I don't know. It seems like you're just playing a game like real selfishly.
I mean, that checks out. That
Wouldn't
checks
let me come and do a play an announcer, which would only give us more content.
out.
Ugh.
We'll
Next
see.
year. Doubleheader with The Martian.
Yeah, the Detroit musical and The Martian.
Is that true?
Although, you ever watch a movie? You ever watch a movie that's supposedly set in your town, and you're like, oh, that's not real. That's not really a place. That's fake.
I don't
So I
know
wonder if
personally of
people-
it, but I do understand the concept which you're trying to express.
Okay. So it's
So,
a movie
yes.
set in your town, but shot in another town. You know,
This
it
movie
happens a
you
lot.
made.
No.
Make your point.
I'm trying. I wonder if that's how people watching The Martian on Mars would feel. Like, that's so fake.
Ooh, look at you.
Can you believe that's how they thought it was?
On Mars.
So, anyway.
Congratulations. That's great on your big win.
Sean, that's great. What's great? Oh, about my big win. Must be my big win. Yeah,
Big
it was
win.
very
Got your big
exciting.
win.
Very, very exciting. It was a roller coaster.
Time is subjective and only relevant to capitalism and food preservations.
That's true.
She ain't wrong.
She ain't wrong.
Time. You never have the time. Where'd all time go?
I don't know, buddy.
When will it be time? Almost? Almost time. It's almost. I ain't got the time. Do you have time? What time is it? Do you know what time it is?
It is 5:31 in your world.
What time is it where you are?
2:31.
Time, huh?
Time.
It's all relative.
Speaking of relative,
Go ahead.
have you seen this story about the Mississippi River being so low that freight traffic has been suspended?
No, I have not.
So, yeah, I guess the Mississippi's, because of drought, is
You
really
talk
at
about the
low.
mighty Mississippi.
The mighty Mississippi. They are, their water levels are super low too. All you hear about is the Colorado River, but
Do you think
Mississippi
that
seeing
do
some
you think
issues
that
as
if
well.
the Mississippi River, do you think that will make people really sit up in their chairs if that goes dry?
I mean, yeah, I think it would, but I think by the time the Mississippi goes dry, I mean, the shit has hit the fan. So,
And the shit in this instance is carbon.
no, I mean just chaos.
What is the
Just
fan?
chaos. Society. Society is the fan,
Ooh,
and
I like where you're heading.
chaos is the shit. So chaos has hit society. That's what it
Okay.
equates. That's what it equates to.
I hear your math problem. Somebody going for a Nobel laureate right now.
That's right.
A Nobel Prize right
No
here.
bells. No bells for me. I have.
Look out!
phobia.
Sean's on fire! This reminds me of how there used to be a tax ceiling or a income ceiling. We've been talking about this recently about how Reagan got rid of the tax or the income ceiling. So it used to be like the best people were going for president, right? The smartest minds, the best characters, because not only was it the leader of the free world, but you made a lot of money comparatively doing it. And now it's all just people that want power because there's no money to be made in it. It's only power. So if they took the corporations and went back to a wealth ceiling, you tax everything above it like 90%. It pays for so much. We could literally run the world like everybody wants to. We'd have to worry about it then. And then we'd have like better people going for president because it'd be like, oh, that's the best money you can make and have power. Because you can make unlimited money right now and hide it and stuff it up things. Thank you, Kara. How expensive is Dream Booth? About $2 million. Inflation is real hot. I don't think I think Dream Booth is free. I think that you are compelled to buy fast computer minutes from Google and their computer zone. Or you just it keeps failing like it did for me for about a week until I said, oh, I just got to pay for this and then it'll work real good. Then I got a bunch. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember.
You members.
What I don't remember is what's Dream Booth again? Is that the name of the software?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
It's through Google. It's Google's Dream Booth.
I was starting to think you froze up.
I did. I was.
Because I didn't remember the name of the software.
I think it's the fact that you called it software and it made me go, it is software. But I had to like question it in my head first, and then that took like a millisecond longer, which made me upset.
I mean, I guess
you can only get upset at yourself.
Yeah,
you get case to be made for what?
Definitely an application. So
it is. So it is software, yes, and it runs through Google.
But because it's so intelligent, you just can't believe it's software.
I just don't think in terms of soft and hard wares.
All right.
It's just something I just don't go around doing all the time. So when it comes up, I go.
You're so woke. You're so woke. You don't differentiate between soft and hardware.
I mean, it's just almost like, what time is it? Why is time? Why? I don't know,
or
dude.
Firmware or cookware. You are not a wearist.
Thank you. Well said. I don't think I could have said it myself. I didn't.
No. So
I wish I knew how to turn on the heat here. That'd be nice.
You'll be fine.
I think so, but it definitely gets real. I have to wear a lot of layers,
Uh-huh.
which is key. It's key. There's
Sure.
some keys to the world, and that's one of them, layers.
You want me to recommend some prepper videos that have
No.
makeshift?
Is that what you were thinking
heating
about?
things?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, you're welcome, buddy. So,
Short sleeve shirt on, huh? You
yeah.
wearing shorts? at
What's hilarious though, because it does start getting chilly. I mean, it's 78 now, but it gets into the low 60s at night. And with the breeze coming off the ocean, it gets there's a little bit of chill in the air.
And you never get to turn off the ocean, right? It's constant. It's a constant, like.
Constant.
That's wild, huh?
So
Does it seem like it's shrinking to you? Does it seem like it's like the levels shrink to you during the day? Like, is it getting smaller, the ocean?
the ocean is actually rising, buddy.
Okay.
Sea level rise is going to be a big problem.
So you move closer to it because you love destructions. So you just wanted to see
I mean, I want to be here. I want to be here to see it.
I hear that. I hear that.
Hasn't been an earthquake here yet either. I'm kind of bummed about that. Just a little one. So I can.
They always say it's always coming. It's always on its way.
Right.
It's always due.
But what I was starting to say is there's a little bit of chill in the air, but coming from Michigan, it's like I'm still walking around in short sleeve shirts. And the locals have already started wearing their winter coats.
Winter coats?
Yeah, and it always makes me chuckle.
Why do they do that? Do they
like
do that out of
62.
some way of like, oh, we're all cold in a world, and it's like, no, you're not.
Yeah, I mean, your body adapts to the warmer temperatures out here, so when I don't doubt that they feel cold when it's like they would.
Because you guys had it up
like they would never
100
survive. They would think Detroit is the Arctic, which
it feels like it right now. Very cold.
Well, that's because the jet stream is broken and the polar vortex is expanding, and so these are Arctic winds being brought down by the broken jet stream.
Yep.
And they are.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a theory of mine. Ever since we had our first Arctic blast, whatever, I started saying right then and there, I go, oh, this is part of climate change. And much like the Earth cleans itself up by putting all of the dirty plastics and trash in one little part of the ocean, does it or doesn't it?
No, you're right. I mean, I think it's like 4 or 5 islands now. I think there are 4 or 5. But it has collected them into organized areas for sure.
Organized areas. And therefore, I believe that the Arctic winds, as they be a whistling, will start to form the glaciers again over the mainland of North America. Ask me how I know this.
I mean, it's a valid theory for sure.
I know this because it's happened before.
Yes.
And why did it happen? Because it was real hot out, right? Dinosaurs was around. Comet came in, smashed it all up. Then it got even hotter and stuff in the air. What happened? Them Arctic winds came blowing in and formed big old glaciers. And then those glaciers melted away, I think, after the next asteroid, and left us the Great Lakes.
All right, buddy. I mean, I think your key points are valid.
Thank you.
I don't know if you've necessarily got them in the right order or if you've got the right cause and effect, but for sure, it is
Not
happening.
only
In fact,
that,
technically, until recently, we were still technically in an ice age. We were in the what they call an interglacial period of an ice age.
Interglacier period.
Glacial
Glacial.
Interglacial.
Interglacial.
Nailed it, buddy.
God.
Inter-
I hate you. I would expect nothing less. With a sales pitch like that, I better start buying me glacier shoes.
Interglacial.
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 Famidemic. Interglacial. Another dimension.
So, but technically, we were in a period of an ice age between the formation of glaciers that you're talking about.
Go ahead.
But the human intervention
Mhm.
into the climate system has ended that. We will not be going back into another glacial period, unless so much melting, so much runoff from Greenland and Antarctica, or specifically Greenland in this particular story, if it throws off the North
Ocean?
Atlantic current.
Uh-huh.
The current takes warm air from takes heat from the equator up to Europe, so they could potentially plunge into a glacial period.
And because they like it when it's
If
warm.
that shuts down.
Here's the thing that's new to me. This part is new to me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
A lot of us are used to living on Earth, right? We're used to just sort of floating along, thinking, oh, sun comes up, sun goes down, bloppity blue, right?
Mhm.
Well, would you be surprised if I was to tell you, Sean, that the sun stays in the same place and doesn't go up and doesn't go down? We go around the sun, Sean,
What?
as the sun is zooming through space. Now,
The sun goes around us, I'm pretty sure.
No, Sean. In fact, what I'm going to show you right now, this is what it's like at 2:14 in the morning. Okay?
Go on.
Notice there's the United States.
Yes.
Okay? There's the polar ice caps we've been talking about. There's Greenlands.
Right.
And these are the ice caps which are no longer there. But we are on an axis. See how it's not like a map where it's like flat?
Sure.
And then,
well, I mean, it looks flat to me.
look at
to be
this.
honest.
Look what happens at 2:53. What's that?
Sun.
That's a sun, Sean. That's a sun.
Yeah.
And now it's going on the back. They call it going on the backside. And there's a 309. Notice how the sun is just up there. And we are the ones like, it's moving. Oops.
Okay.
309, 322, 324, 324.
Did you take screenshots of all those times?
452. I did. Oh, wrong way. 4:57, 5 a.m. And now it's getting ready to come up at 5, 6 a.m.
But it's right there still.
Still right there. We the ones spinning. Ain't that wild?
All right. You may have convinced me of that, but it still looks flat to me.
Well, let me point out real quick how it's circular.
For sure. I'll grant you that.
And then on the other side is like if you were to look on the other side of the phone, this would be like Australia's and China's and Japan. And then we're over here. And then Europe is over here. But note how this, in other words, the sun sort of beats down right on that area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a big old landmass here. And I could see how that frees up just like this other big old landmass. I think that the winds are a-changing, my friend. And it's trying to freeze out because it got to cool down. As a planet, Harry.
So you think that the winds of change are that we are going back into another ice age?
I'm just saying that
I mean,
I
it's
believe the cold winds and Arctic air that we're seeing now is the same Arctic air that brought along the first glaciers on North America and shall one day bring back the glaciers again onto.
not before they all melt away.
You don't know that? What if a volcano blows tomorrow like it did in the Tonga Ponga area? And then all of a sudden, it blacks out all of the sky. It's going to get cold real quick.
All right, buddy. Okay. That's fair enough.
They say much like the earthquakes out in where you live. We've been waiting on a super volcano over here in Yosemite.
Yellowstone.
Yosemite.
It's Yellowstone.
Yellowstones. California sounds like a lot of lizard people.
Yeah.
They agreeing with me, Kurt. Appreciate
or,
that.
Or was he agreeing with me? I guess we don't know for sure.
Guess we'll never know.
Winter is coming. Well, there it is. Now we know.
It's not John Thrones, though. I could tell you that his name's not John Thrones.
Are you sure? I think
Jon
he's right on
Snow.
that one.
Jon Snow.
Then why isn't it called Game of Snow?
Because the throne is the thing they're going for, and he doesn't know his last name, so he's throwing in thrones because he thinks that other people don't know winter is coming. It's from that. Irregardlessly, he's completely wrong.
All right, I can see that.
And he apparently agrees with me about it. Thank you, Kurt. I apologize for you. He must be working and split his mind. He's got too much going on. Because that's
for the record, anyone watching this and can't see the comments, he put up "I agree" twice, but Kurt only sent it once.
Whoa, my guy!
You kind of made it look like it was "I agree."
I think that
winter is coming, and then another "I agree," but there was just the one "I agree."
I know he's coming on a little strong, isn't he?
How come I haven't seen that one yet? How come I haven't seen this one about the rose to Sean?
Because I haven't brought him up yet.
But you went up to the "I agree," and that was like a brand new one.
Where is that rose, Sean?
Yeah, because it was that long ago.
Oh, I was going to bring it back for Roses and Thorns. That's why.
Oh, maybe it's because it was a rose to me for pointing out that you're not aware.
But now I got to go and find this bit in the whole show to cut it into Roses and Thorns. When I could just be like this. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Roses and Thorns. This is everyone's favorite part of the show. This is the part of the show where we sit back and we give each other a back rub, or maybe we give each other a little bit of knuckle punches on the back, because one would be a rose and the other would be a thorn. I don't know. I failed. The intro.
Take two.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Roses and Thorns. This is everyone's favorite part of the show because it's the end. Sean, I'd like to give you a rose.
But what is the purpose of the roses? And
the roses is something that we go, hey, I like that part. Oh, you did a good job. Keep that up.
And the thorn is maybe not do that again.
Probably not. Probably not do that again because no one liked it or it was bad.
Or do so to your potential detriment. The thorn.
And then you would get a thorn. Yeah, thorn. Right. But let's see here. What's this? First rose to Sean for pointing out DUSTiN is not aware.
I don't remember when that was, but that's how long ago it was. Feel like.
Well, I'm aware now, and I'm going to give a thorn to Kara.
I'm going to counter your thorn to Kara with a rose to Kara.
Well, I'm also going to give a rose to Kara.
Oh,
for being the only Islander to get up on the Shiba Inu game and then challenge me and to play me. And yes, she won the first battle, but I'm going to be honest with you, Sean. I had one of my young puppies, one of my young'uns. Like, I was taking him out for a walk. And that's when she challenged me. So when I accepted, it didn't let me choose a new one. It kept that pup. So she probably come in with her strongest, like, dog. And here I am with my pup. So I definitely lost the first game. And I tried to play her again right away with a good pup. And she's like, no, I retired champion of the day. Welcome to Game of Roses and Thorns. I'm a dragon.
I'm a person who kills someone with a sword.
Thorn.
So Renera is going to be pretty pissed off when she hears, huh?
You think so?
Yeah.
I
I think we're going to war.
Well, I guess you haven't read the books because yes, we are.
Have you read the books?
No, but I do watch videos that spoil it for
Okay.
me. Oh man, Rose and Thorns already. I'm so late. It's okay,
Dina, we're
Dina.
glad you made it though.
Yes.
And roses and thorns can go on for a while sometimes.
Ever. It can. It's really a place for me to go, okay, I can cut off everything before that and start there. Thorn of my tardiness. But with every thorn comes a rose for even showing up.
Rose for even making it.
Huh? A lot of people just don't even show up. Thorn to Dustin for dogfighting.
Like Mark Mikula, is that what you're saying?
Ooh.
Is that a dig on Mikula? Because I will. I'll stand up for Mikula.
I think you brought out a shovel and you're the one digging, bro.
Because I'll stand up for Mikula.
I know you will.
I'm not going to have you ripping on him.
I'm not ripping on anybody.
Because he can't be here. Just because he can't be here. I mean, he can't be here every day. So
we only got it one day a week.
I think you should go a little easier on Mark Mikula. When he's here, he spins gold.
Where is the extra Mark Mikula, though? Where is he?
Where's the extra Mark Mikula? Where's the... It's a good
it's not like he ain't got a mystery 3 hours where he could play with being here.
He just had a birthday recently, by the way.
He did?
Yeah.
Boy, if we'd have known that, I'd have said something. I'd have been like, hey, happy birthday, bud, or something. I really
might have actually been on a show day. No, it would have come up.
No, because I would have sang. I would have sang happy birthday.
For sure. But I sent him a message.
Go ahead.
I sent him a message telling him I hoped he was finding the extra $1 for his birthday.
Huh.
Huh.
I downloaded the Shiba Eternity. Still don't have any effing idea how to play. It's simple. Do you have it downloaded, Sean? We could probably play right now and show everyone. You said that real fast.
I do not. I don't play games.
You don't play games?
So many other ways for me to waste time.
You only LARP.
I LARP. Technically, I LARP. Yeah.
You're a LARPer.
As an actor, I'm a LARPer.
You don't. Well, as a football team winner.
Oh, as a fantasy.
By 1 point. You're calling it fantasy.
Fantasy team winner. Yes, you're right. No, you're right. That's LARPing for sure.
You play it's like D&D, but with real tough guys that you sit around and think about all the time, and then choose with other guys as y'all sit around looking at them and their stats.
We coach them. I mean, we decide who plays when.
You decide. You make decisions.
And also we give them pregame pep talks. So yeah, we're playing a role for sure.
But you don't dress up though.
Next year I will. I'm going to that draft in a suit. Mark my words. And I'll have a big old dog dick in my hand. That's what they call it. That's a slang for cigars, a big dog.
Who's a slang for? I've never in my life. I lived 46 years and never heard that phrase, bud. And I'm the one came up with the guy. Ha! I'm the one that was reminding you of him.
It's old school. What
LARPing is acting
is
with
a
statistics. That's
dog
what they do with this
dick?
fantasy stuff and their fantasy play. We're fantasy players playing in a fantasy world with our fantasy girls. Except there's no girls, it's only guys, it's all football.
Is a dog dick a cigar? Let's see what comes up. All right. Nothing's coming up, but it's novelty penis cigars. All right. Well, I'm going to get back to you on that. Maybe I'll send it to you so you can include it in the roses and thorns.
Oh, it's included. Thorn.
Very well.
Well, okay, I'm going to show Dina how to play this game, and you too, so that, I mean, if everybody wants Dustin to get rich, this is one way to do it, is download this stupid game and play me in some games, because it makes the coin work. I don't know how things work. I'm in pain. Thorn to pain. Dustin has me on the pay no mind list because I keep giving Sean roses and too many thorns to Dustin. Incorrect. That is incorrect.
Dustin is. Oh, right. Kara, Dustin sat with me for like an hour. Nothing. Maybe you can explain it better. Haha.
What? First thing you do is you open the game. Boop. And it opens up. All right. And then it'll go like, hello, I am this guy who's going to teach you all the things. And you just go, okay. And then you get to make your Shiba Inu. And you hold each little button for like a short amount of time or for a good amount of time. And if you just hold it and just hold the whole time, it'll just make it boom. But I think it's more special if you go for each individual trait. And these are all my Shiba Inus right here. So you've got Firehead, a hi-hat, VR glasses. You got Mohawk here with the eye patch and a pizza. Got them all the way. The next ones are locked. Got them all. And they're fun to name. But then when you do, after you get your cards and your pups, you go right over here and you go, battles. Let's battles. And this one here is, this is Ice Flood 3000. And then you just hit play. And you go up here and you can put practice. And you can play against the computer. You can play against the different Kung Fu, Shiba Inu, Shiboshi. Arts, Kung Fu arts. That's all.
I mean, it seems like you gave us a lot of background. Seems like you gave us a lot of background, but I still don't know how to play. Maybe I'm understanding Dina.
No, your card. You didn't lose your cards. They went to, because I felt that way too. They just go into here, and then go here, and these are all your cards. Oops. Now, how do we do that? I'll go back. You go down to the bottom, and you're into your armory, and you hit armory, and then you can open up your card packs here if you have any card packs, or you go here, and you go bloop, and then you go boop, and it'll tell you if you need to burn cards. And you don't need to burn them until it gives you rewards for burning them. I've got 10 built up, and you can burn a card. You can burn a card, or you can forge a card. See, this card here is 120 kibble. Kibble would be. Never mind. I feel like Sean's smiling.
I just am very confused.
Have you ever played Magic the Gathering?
I have not actually.
Well, it's similar, I guess, is why I was going to yell.
I have a dog dick update.
Oh, thank God.
Dustin, try and get sponsorship for this game. Don't promote it for free. That's
Well,
the point.
they're doing an actual contest. If you make a video, I think, and you put in there and you show gameplay and you explain stuff, that they will actually reward you with like millions of Shiba Inu. But
While you were explaining, send them this clip and get sponsored.
what is a ponsard?
Sponsored.
Go ahead, Dog Days.
So while you were explaining the game,
Dog Day Journey into Night.
once my ADD brain lost interest, it got called to.
Bro, this is a big deal what you just said.
My curiosity overwhelmed me on following up with this dog dick thing.
Go ahead.
So, now it's going to throw off my whole algorithm now that I've Googled a dog dick so many different times.
But you definitely did that. You definitely Googled it.
I had to ask a few different questions to get to.
Surprising.
I should have gone to the Urban Dictionary directly.
But now Google thinks you got dick on the mind.
But now Google thinks that I've got dog dick on the mind.
Not even dick, not even your own dick, but dog dicks. Oh God.
So I have always been under the misconception that the dog dick is the cigar itself, but it's not. It's actually the extended ash from a cigar or a cigarette. You know, when you don't flick it for a long time and it grows that long ash tail, that is
It's an ash tail.
a dog dick.
No, it's an ash tail.
Well, that's actually how I ultimately found it. The image for it. Because they're not tagged as dog dicks for some strange reason.
Maybe it's because it's disgusting and no one else has called it that and someone tricked you.
No.
Where did you learn about this word? Where did you learn about this word?
Actually, I think it was in a movie. But there's one on a cigar too, so.
Well, that one's a little more at least firm.
All right. I mean, the dog dick is flaccid. I mean, I think that's why that one was hanging down. I mean, clearly it's flaccid.
Don't dog dicks stay inside until they are hard, so you never really see? Like, what are we talking about?
It's not an erect dick. That's what I'm saying.
Look up erect dick.
Lipstick. I would say lipstick. I would call
Look it up.
lipstick.
Look
I would
up
call
erect.
lipstick a dog dick.
Look up lipstick.
An
dog
erect
dick.
dog dick.
You probably just got the phrase wrong.
But a limp dog dick is definitely.
I've never seen it.
ash tail.
I don't even need to see one, but I don't know that I have ever seen one. Or get like World of Tanks or Raid, like the Cockroach Shadow Legends. They sponsor tons of products. Podcasts.
Rose to Kurt for his relentless pursuit of this show's growth.
Can I say this? You're hired, Kurt. You're hired. You're hired. We'll give you a large percentage of all the money you bring in. Because let's face facts, it's been years. I'm bringing in shit. Kurt, the world of Thrones is so flooded with nasty bastards, it's not worth playing anymore.
All right.
Before they were just bastards. Now they gotten all nasty. Damn. Dina's
see,
going
Dina,
hard.
thank you very
She's going
much.
hard on Kara. Damn.
Dina, I get you, buddy.
What's this?
It's like they're
I
speaking
knew
a
I would
foreign
love to
language
see you
sometimes.
live on my main YouTube page. Sponsorship. Oh my God, who
Bye-bye.
knew I was lucky to see your live? Frog Pie, you a good guy. You a good guy, Frog Pie.
Thanks, Frog Pie.
I'm going to start tagging you in all my videos again.
A rose to Frog Pie
I miss you, bud. I want you to see
for
my
the
videos.
enthusiasm.
Can I say this?
Go on.
Sponsorship.
Say it.
Sponsorship. Remember when
Interglacial.
interglacial pan? Dean, have you ever? I already said that one.
You did well because you asked me as well.
Sean gets me. This tutorial
Has no tutorial. I get you, Dina, and you get me.
I'll play a
and
game.
I dig that about you.
I'll play a game. Anyway, what's up, everybody? You
the
like
enthusiasm. I dig the enthusiasm.
It's fun. I get it. I'm into it. Let's not forget, Frog Pie's an islander, bro.
Tried and true.
There's a reason for that. Sheba Eternity. Eternity. Nitty. Says none. I'm trying to see if I could pull it up on the computer as an app and then do it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Wouldn't that be great if I was able to do that?
Maybe.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing? You feel like playing games or something? What's up? You got stuff to do? Probably, right?
Ultimately, yeah. I've got
Mm-hmm.
dinner plans for the evening.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I'm just meeting up with a friend.
Wish I had a friend.
You do.
No,
buddy, you do.
I do. I was just joking. I do, totally.
All right. Okay.
No, Kara, I haven't. Dustin, I love you, but that's all I hear. I can't see anything else besides that.
He just doesn't
Dina,
care about the game. That's all he's saying.
But
just know it was only about the game. Dina, tonight I'll go on Discord and load it and play. I will message you.
I can do that
be
too.
Around 9 p.m. EST. That's Eastern Standard Time.
I could do that too.
All right, buddy.
I smoke cigars technically.
A rose to me for getting to the bottom of the dog dick question.
You didn't get no bottom. Look what she's saying. We back to the top again because
she's just saying no dog dicks over here. She's responsible in her ash management. She doesn't allow it to burn to a flaccid dogginess.
So, give me the definition for what you call a dog dick, please.
A dog dick is that. I just showed you the picture of it.
I get it, but can we have it right now, definitively, since it's came up again? The dick has popped up.
It's the
keep saying dick.
It's the ash tail of an unflicked cigar or cigarette.
Huh. Who would have thought? I could have never imagined. Oh, look at there. What is that?
It's multiple examples of them.
Could have never imagined. Then what is lipstick?
Lipstick is a hard dog dick. The ash tail is a flaccid dog dick. Do not Google dog dicks. You will get 100 red rockets.
Not Sean.
That's why I Googled long ash. Please don't. Please don't flick the dog dick. Love a good rhyme. Good job.
I mean, that seems like that's a campaign for something. Whenever
Whenever
I flick my dog's dick, she gets real mad. And then I go, "You're dumb, doggies."
Good times.
Kurt, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Dog Dick Island, brah.
Maybe a rebranding in the future.
Nope. I can't read. My head hurts. I can't read.
I would think the island would have to be shaped like a dog dick to get that name. Yeah, probably.
Nope. Not at all.
Although
Nope.
there's a case to be made that the volcano could resemble a dog dick.
Well, I guess my head does resemble a penis in this area.
Dustin, I really did lose my cards. Someone else challenged me when I was completing a level to get to the next fighting style, and I didn't get any red cards. I had to make a new Sheba to get the red set.
Oh, you got to do it. If you still have that puppers, because I had the same issue. And if you still got that puppers, you can add a card deck. You just add a deck with plus sign. I had the same problem. Even for a minute. But I'm glad you got a new Shibi now. What did I miss?
Call! Maybe because we were spending so much time talking about dog dicks. Rose to seeing more people in the chat.
Rose.
Yes, always a rose to the chatters. Dustin wants the dog dick right now, is what he's saying. Dang.
No one's saying that. Don't put words in people's mouths. Please like the video to get Dustin more popularity. This would be a great reminder for everyone to mash the mash button.
A rose to anyone who mashes the
likes the smash.
Smashes the like button.
Likes to smash.
You mash potatoes, you smash the like button.
And you eat your greens.
Frog Pie ponders why everyone here is pondering dog dongs. LOL. Yeah.
First of all, it's not called dog dongs.
He was speaking.
That's one of the things that pisses me off is that we've been saying dick so much. Go ahead.
It all started off when I referenced the cigar and called it a dog dick.
That's true.
Dustin all start called me all on. And all I was doing in that rant that led to dog dick was admit to Dustin that he was right. I should go all out LARPing in the fantasy draft.
I mean, you're already a fantasy player. You just haven't committed, really. You guys have stepped halfway into a world and you haven't fully immersed yourself. And dare I say, if you win, to have that leadership ability to show up and be like, I'm sorry, you bitches just don't take this serious enough. I'll be announcing it within 2 years. I guarantee you.
All right.
Because that's how it gets. It gets professional. And then people, you want people to see how professional you really are.
I'll bring it up.
I like that.
And I'm presently in first place, so perhaps my opinion will have some.
How much longer is the season?
It's a long time. It's not like only a third over.
So you got a chance to really destroy them all.
There are 14. So we just finished week 6 of a 14-week season, but then there are 3 weeks of playoffs. So 17
thing is
weeks.
About when you play it is it feels like it's the whole world is just football. You know what I mean? And that must get difficult because it's like, oh, I got to get up and fight a bunch of dudes again. You know what I mean? It might only be 6 weeks left or 4 weeks left, but it's like, it's forever. I got forever left to fight people on the field.
You mean that's what a football player feels?
I think so.
Maybe.
Like for their whole lives. It's not just the one game. You got to practice. We talk about practice, Sean.
And you're right, to get to that level, they would have had to have been doing it their whole lives.
Living it. Just
Living it.
fighting, hitting around, hitting, falling, getting back up and doing it again.
Yeah, it's a brutal. Tough game. It's a tough game.
I'm very woke, huh?
So woke.
Thank you. Falcons 3-3. Good win against the 49ers.
That was a good win. Although my opponent had Brandon Ayuk, and he had the game of
Brandon
the
Ayuk?
so far. Exactly.
What do you mean he had the best game of the season?
He had his best game of the season by a long shot.
Oh, yeah?
But I was still able to overcome it.
Ooh. Sean shall overcome. Here's a question, Sean. Have any of your players been seriously hurt or hurt at all? Because, boy, that's just got to get in the back of your mind. Because it's just like all the time for the rest of your life, you got to just do it again.
Well, and then as Frog Pie points out, do it over and over and pray not to get seriously hurt.
That's what I was saying. Is any of your players hurt?
Like that Dolphin quarterback. I don't mean I've got a receiver on the Dolphins, and that quarterback had that horrible.
But then the other quarterback came in and had even a better one.
What? He had another. Yeah.
He came in great. He was like, I got this team. They should have been playing me this whole time, and not knocking the head Johnson.
But in the next game that guy started, he hit his head and went into concussion protocol too. So the third string quarterback had to come in.
And was he good?
And then he was not great. I mean, I'll acknowledge the skill level it takes to even get there as a third stringer. But he's not good. So,
isn't that crazy? Can you imagine? He spent his whole life. Doing it every day.
Yeah.
And he's not good enough really to be even playing. And now he is playing. He's like, oh shit, I gotta get good, and I gotta do it every day. I might get hurt. And
well, the next week after that, the game that he was actually starting, he ends up getting hurt and going out.
No, he just did that on purpose.
No, he hurt his finger or something, his thumb.
That really stings. That really does sting when you hurt your fingers or thumb. I've done it, Sean. One time I was like this. There was a humongous, bro, ice rickle. And it was so big, and I was pulling down my gutters like this, and then the ice trickle just came over it, and it was just like, and then it was pointing at the electric thing, and I was like, if that falls and hits that electric thing, that's gonna be horrible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knock it down. So I go there, I start messing with it. And it goes bling and smashes my pinky right on the thing. Douche! And I'm telling you right now, I broke my pinky.
Ow. You're playing with a broken pinky right now?
Yeah, I'm playing hurt.
Wow.
I don't think people
that's the passion. That's the passion.
I mean, clearly we don't have not enough people take that into consideration and go, I just appreciate it. I just want to be here for the few moments we have left in this dude's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not always genius, but when he's out of pain, sometimes, like once a year, it's real funny. Do you suppose ghosts play fantasy football using us? What stats do they monitor?
Good question.
Fucking.
Yeah, probably a number of times you have sex is probably one of the measures for sure.
I'm sure it's how much money you make. What would Sean choose to LARP as, though?
Larry David.
Bom, 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 biddly-doo, biddoo, biddly-doo.
Mariota is the run and shoot QB the Falcons needed. That's great.
Congratulations to the Birds.
Yeah. And now, as a Lions fan myself,
You're a Lions fan?
yeah. I mean, I've been lifelong.
Just
Lions
keeping
fan.
it going, just keeping it talking.
And they have never been good.
It's in your movie. If I can wrap it all the way back
we've
around.
never had the quarter. As long as I've been alive, we've never had the quarterback we needed. So good for you guys.
Do you have that movie up on YouTube where we could watch it and you could do a director's commentary?
No.
That'd be fun, though, wouldn't it?
You'll have to go to the film festival this weekend.
Oh, and I could do a commentary?
No.
You heard it here first.
I'm not telling you
Come
where
to
it
this
is.
movie where you get to hear me do a commentary, you guys. Oh, I know this person.
A thorn to Dustin for even considering it.
That's not even in this state. They filmed that in another city. Like that, Sean?
Yeah. Falcons, the only team to have a 28-point lead and lose. LOL. I don't know. I might reject the premise because I feel like as a Lions fan, there has never been a point lead that we've had that felt safe.
Ain't
in the Super Bowl. All right.
Ain't no lead high
Of
enough.
course, the bragging point that you have is that you've made it to the Super Bowl, and the Lions, I never have.
Didn't they that one year?
No.
They was in the playoffs?
You might be thinking of the 50s, which was
50s.
before the Super Bowl.
1950s.
The 50s, they just had the championship. It was just called the championship game, and the Lions won several of those.
Really? But then they changed this new system and cut us out.
No, we've just sucked since then.
And you're saying because somebody put a curse on it.
I
don't think all the Islanders know about some of your hocus pocus, some of your what do you call it? Voodoo magic, some of your superstitions.
Superstitions.
And or curses that are levied against your football team.
I mean,
maybe you'd like to enlighten everyone.
Just according to legend, in 1958, we traded our great quarterback. He was the last quarterback that we had where he was
Stafford?
the quarterback we needed at the time. Bobby Lane was his name. And he was the quarterback that led us to like 4 championships in the 50s. Like 4 years in a row we went to the championship.
Let's go, right?
And then we traded him to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And presumably he cursed us, saying that the Lions would not win another championship for 60 years.
Holy shit. Why did he give such a specific time?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, too. 60 years has passed already. We have passed it, and we still continue to suck.
And they call that systemic. See, I'm learning words. I'm learning words.
And it's all been under the ownership of the Ford family. So maybe they're
So you think it's the Fords. Yeah, I do think that now. Someone's cutting corners on their horsepower.
Something. Superstitions are super terrific.
Interglacial, super terrific.
Rose to Sean,
Superstitions,
I'm interested
interglacial.
for saying we suck. Sean ain't no fair weather fan.
That's right. This year's our good year because this year we're on HBO. Have you been watching that? I
did watch it. Yeah, I totally watched it.
And is it over?
Yeah, it was just for preseason.
And do you feel like you have a deeper understanding of the team that you cheer for?
You know, definitely some of the players. It was nice getting to know some of the players.
Because it's an intimate look?
Yeah. Like there was this one of our quarterbacks is married to a world-class runner, like an Olympic runner. And so they're 2 athletes, and she has seen the pinnacle of success. She's seen the pinnacle of success in her career. And so I was really pulling for him to make the team so that he could be successful too.
But he didn't.
Well, it was kind of weird
From the story.
because they ended up like sending him to the practice squad, and he didn't want to be on the practice squad for the Lions. So
He should go to the Dolphins, where he should go.
I think he ended up going to another team to head up their practice squad. So, but anyway, I was pulling for him because, I wanted his wife to be proud of him. Although I'm sure she still is technically, but
there's part of us
to get to
know.
that level, I really was pulling for him.
He was on TV and everything. I mean, if anything, it's double embarrassing.
He was on HBO. So right?
Now, even someone like me, some dirtbag like me, knows his failure.
Exactly.
And I'm laughing at him, literally laughing at this guy. Ooh, just the humanity. The humanity, Sean.
It's all about betting in football these days. Yeah. It's funny. Like Pete Rose was banned.
Don't even get me started. I grew up around Cincinnati.
He was banned from baseball for gambling. And he wasn't even betting on he wasn't throwing. There was no proof that he ever threw a game. He was betting on his team.
That's what's hilarious is, what? I didn't ever bet against us. What are you talking about?
I mean, seriously.
It's
not like he was throwing games.
I mean, we went to the World Series that year. I knew we was going to win every game.
So, and he's banned. And now, like a lot of the football games, you were bombarded with sports betting commercials. They got sports betting. They got an official sponsor as a sports book. So, I mean, come on.
I believe it draws a very good correlation to that of, let's say, the marijuana program where it's put people in jail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what? Now people are being freed because it's legal.
Yeah.
People could go out and buy a whole bunch of it. And well, I'll go be honest with you, in Detroit, because it's legal in Detroit, the city. And you can just smoke for days.
Yeah.
And somebody with a little itty bitty bitty because they in Texas is on death row about it. That ain't America.
Yeah.
I mean, this is America, but that ain't America. Come on, America.
I mean, last time I saw Pete Rose, I was in Vegas, and he was at this little tiny hole in the wall memorabilia shop signing autographs for $5. I mean, that's not right.
He's world class. He's the all-time bat champion. All-time hit champion. All-time runs. Yeah.
He was one of the best to play the game for sure, and he shouldn't be banned.
Mr. Charlie Hustle, they called him. Charlie Hustle.
I mean, the Ilitch family owns a baseball team, a hockey team, and a casino where they do sports betting. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I bet they do. Because who knows the game better than football players? So they would probably play fantasies. They probably have their own little fantasy world where they're winners because it's so hard to win. We know they play the video game. We all know they play that. So why wouldn't they? It'd be like a professional singer not being able to sing covers. Of course they're going to sing covers. I'm really good at comparing things right now, Sean. He definitely on 420. He definitely on 420 weeks before the elections.
I mean,
freed 600 something federal prisoners.
I mean, he basically said, I'm going to have the Department of Justice look at lowering it. I mean, when all they have to do is just lower it. That's all it takes. So he's still dragging his feet. I mean, he gave all those pardons. That's great. But just come on.
It is a good use of the pardon.
Let some of these weed businesses now, these legal weed businesses, let them use banks, for God's sakes.
That feels a little misplaced, but okay.
Well, I mean, because it's technically illegal at the federal level, so banks can't accept them as customers. So they have to deal.
You was in Vegas at the same time as Dino.
Well, or maybe that's on his regular circuit. I mean, maybe he does that once or twice a month.
Don't do that to P. Rose. Don't say that about P. Rose, Sean.
I mean, it happened to Katy Perry.
I mean, she's there performing in Vegas, bud.
Yeah, you're right. Well, he's kind of performing too, to be fair.
Is he? Is he though?
Yeah, I mean,
he's
to
there
to meet the public. Yeah, you've got to be performing.
With schlubs like you just being able to look at him and go.
Might have been that
It's
same
so funny.
shop. Yeah.
You go.
I think
You
it was.
Go ahead.
I think it was in the Caesars Mall, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I sure do hate Caesars, though. I'll tell you that much. Go ahead. What's the next one?
Nothing.
I don't want to get too deep into the Caesars and what happened to me in Vegas. Biden needs to make some serious moves. Seriously.
Well, and it looks like now that the FBI has maybe been sitting on some evidence about Hunter and Biden. So we'll see. I mean, if the Republicans win the House, they will have all kinds of hearings about it. I don't know. I think credit unions might be limited by the same because even credit unions have a national accreditation. So I think they might be banned from it as well. But yeah, banks are criminals for a lot of other reasons. So credit unions are the way to go. Boy, yeah, good comments today, right? I mean, holy smokes!
Definitely giving
roses across the board.
Yeah, show got off to a slow start and really picked up pace when we started Roses and Thorns.
I think it was in the Caesars Palace. Yeah, it was probably the same one. You know, honestly.
Oh, not you talk Caesar's Palace and not the other palaces.
Maybe we were even there at the same time. Wouldn't that be crazy?
That's what I'm saying.
If you only did it one time, we were there in Vegas at the same time.
Dare? You were there? I like that you said dare.
Oh, great. Thanks, Kara. That's interesting to know.
The dare is the dare to not do drugs program.
Okay. All right. Mine was more recent than that. But Damn you know what? Actually.
No, maybe not.
Maybe it wasn't. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it might have been when we were there for Sam's birthday. And that might have been 2010.
That was in 2015.
Oh, 2015. Yeah, no, you're right.
2014, 2013.
No, you're right. It was
2014.
Okay.
Because 2013 is when we did Dustin's after show. We went in January, and then I went to Vegas. I went on family vacation New Year's on a cruise ship. Right after Dustin's after show, we finished the show. We went home. We got our clothes and went to get on a plane.
That's fun.
Zero downtime.
That's great.
For me.
To have a high stress show, knock it out, and then just go on vacation. That's kind of the dream.
It is. It is. Find a state-chartered credit union.
That's the key.
I met Penn and Teller in 202.
Wow. Vegas, it's the place. It's the place for celebrities.
They're so nice.
We met.
The one doesn't talk.
Yeah.
And his name's Tell.
And the other one was attacked by a tiger. Is that right? The white tiger.
Those are other magicians.
Oh, right.
Fabio or something like that.
No.
I like that we keep going more and more wrong, though. Like we keep getting
Woodward and Bernstein.
Was it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good. That's
Sonny and Cher.
It was a Sonny. The magicians.
Rose to this bit.
Yep.
And a rose to Vegas.
Nope. Thorn to Vegas.
No, yeah. Totally thorn. Totally a thorn to Vegas.
Like, get out of the desert. Yeah.
Vegas, though, give them credit where credit is due. They're one of the most efficient water systems in the world. Even though their population has doubled in the last 20 years,
And yet they don't want to talk about it with anybody else and like
they
share it.
use 30%
Like, hey,
less water than they did in that same time period.
let's get all together and we can change the world if we all share knowledge together. Everybody sing it now.
Teller does talk.
Yep. He told me I was
I think
lovely.
he's just
That
kind
might
of the
have been the-
soft-spoken one, the one who tells the truth about women that he meets. I think that's what he's known for.
I thought he was known for the shuffle trick, but okay. I think they each got a white tiger cub as children, which was foreshadowing because a tiger is the sigil for the house. Pin snow. Hashtag pin snow.
See, Kurt's bringing it together. She's trying to bring
trying.
those two bits together, and I dig that. I dig that about Kurt.
I don't know why I do like the hashtag pin snow. Like this guy with his pin snow that's never gonna go anywhere. I don't think I got money for Vegas, but you got money to be betting on football. Don't even get me started because I ain't forgot that one, Frog Pie. It's upsetting.
Siegfried and Roy.
I love their film. Penn and Teller Get Killed is very underrated.
All right.
Note taken. Hey, you know what? My grandparents lived in Vegas every other weekend. I'm over it.
Did you hear the Siegfried and Roy revelation? That's the name of the tiger? All right. Okay.
It wasn't the name of the tiger. The name of the tiger was Buttercup.
No, I thought, what? Are you sure? I thought the tigers were named Siegfried and Roy.
Nope, those were the magicians.
I thought we established that the magicians were Sonny and Cher.
Me feel, you bet. Well, I think we've said it all, Sean.
Said it all, did it all.
I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. I've got words, but you know what I mean.
A rose to you, though, for playing through the pain, buddy.
Oh, this old pain that I got all the time. Come on. Thanks, bud.
And how?
Factually, I said.
It's truth. It's factual.
Everybody said it's factuals.
Nailed it.
Vegas is actually was there, so I jumped ahead. Vegas is actually pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah, because they want you to gamble.
Yep.
I mean, it used to be like when I first started going there in my 20s and 30s they'd still have, it was still the old school where you would get like a prime rib meal for $7.95. The dog, Siegfried. So, but, a lot of that old school stuff has disappeared, but it's still a pretty reasonably priced vacation. You can get on charter flights too that make it super cheap.
How come I get a thorn?
Thorn for thinking that Frog Pie gambles.
Well, to be fair to Dustin, Frog Pie was all like, and gambling and gambling. That made me go.
Okay.
Accept that thorn because I definitely disassociated that. Not a lot of people know why they're referring to Siegfried and Roy. They're referring to Siegfried and Roy's monster.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's time.
Exactly.
Very similar.
Oh, all right. That's fun. So,
Who did? Sonny and Cher.
Did you know Red Fox? And have you ever met Red Fox, Tina?
Wait, your grandparents did live by Red Fox?
Mm-hmm.
Look, you got me excited. I'm yelling.
I used to love Red Fox when I was a kid.
You still can. Siegfried and Roy's monster
is the name of their dust. Nice job. The commenters have been red hot today, buddy.
Some say it's like hot liquid magma.
Bye, Kurt. We got to go too, because we got to go stop the insanity.
We do.
Because
stop the insanity.
They're not people.
They're not people. Why did the court say that?
I'm
It's almost
sick.
like the Supreme Court has changed the world that we live in for no reason.
I'm sick of being
Because
sick.
nobody will. You have it. I'm tired of it all the time.
Tired of being tired all the time.
It's stupid. We could live better, is all I'm saying. Just like Vegas does better with water, guess what? We could do better. Do better. Do better. What? How come we have licensed everything? We have licensed electricians, licensed everything. But we ain't got licensed politicians who might do so much damage that we might sue them from here on out.
Maybe that'll be part of USA 2.
Maybe.
Us
I actually
all.
did meet him when I was tiny.
Oh.
And he was all like, "Hey, look at you.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Oh,
This is the big one." They were always the big one. I love that bit, man. I love that bit.
Yep.
This is the big one.
Oh, what's happening?
Damn. I used to get the biggest kick out of that.
Because it's fake drama. We all like fake drama. We like when it's dramatic to that person. For some reason, it's dramatical. And they're going over the top, being too much about it. But ain't nothing behind it except stupid. This is a little bit stupid.
A little bit stupid.
Like, quit messing around. It's stupid. And that shit's hilarious.
You know what's not hilarious, though?
I do, but I'd like for you to tell them.
The government all up in our vaginas.
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
Nobody wants that.
Wants
Out
that.
of our bedroom, big government.
Speaking of
Get
stuff
your
that,
big ideas out of our vaginas.
Speaking of stuff that people want, though.
Yeah.
People want DUSTiN to get rich on YouTube.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Do they, though? We don't even have a plaque yet.
That's what they say.
Hi, everyone. Guess what our goal is? Our goal is to get a YouTube plaque. We only need 1,000. We don't even know. But please subscribe to our channel so we can get a plaque. Act like you want it, Sean.
Yeah.
I want a plaque.
All right, that's it. Show's over.
Wait, let's do our smile.
Have a fun day, everybody. What? I couldn't hear you, Mike.
We're doing a smile.